Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Legal Lounge with your favorite criminal defense attorney, Silva. Everyone, I'm going to touch upon a little bit of a controversial topic today, Scott Peterson. Netflix released their Scott Peterson special, definitely on the side of the Laci Peterson family, and Peacock Network actually did a counter documentary, definitely more defense oriented. And I just wanted to touch upon a couple of key pieces of evidence purely from a criminal defense standpoint. Now, I will tell you on a personal level when it comes to Scott Peterson, look, I always used to say, if it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck and it looks like a duck, it's a duck. And in Scott Peterson's case, my gut was always that Scott had something to do with her murder. It just seemed too circumstantial. You know, the fact her body was in a place in the bay that Scott Peterson took his boat, the fact that he told his lover over 2.5 weeks before Laci was missing that she was missing was a really detrimental piece of evidence. The other issue too is his behavior. Now, I don't like judging defendants' behavior or clients' behavior. Why? Everyone reacts to death or missing family members in a different way. And sometimes we do misjudge those reactions. But in Scott Peterson's case, his lack of emotion, lack of any kind of urgency when it came to his wife missing really was not a good look for him, and how he reacted in the media. I will tell you, I think two of the biggest mistakes Scott did, especially if he's innocent, there are two. Number one, he should have hired a criminal defense attorney from the very beginning. And some of you might say, well, that makes him look guiltier. I think his actions were enough to make him look guilty. And what a criminal defense attorney does, and I've done this for innocent clients, sometimes an innocent client wants to say something and they don't say it in a way that makes them look like they're not culpable. It's just the way we are. Not everyone is media savvy. Not everyone knows how to talk to police in a way where they're not nervous, where they might look guilty when they're not. So he should have hired an attorney. The second issue is the lie detector test. Remember, lie detector tests are not admissible in a court of law, but they're powerful, and I'll tell you why. I usually advise my clients never to take a lie detector test. But if they swear up and down they did not do it and they want to take a test, they should take it. And let me tell you why. Because the police will stop concentrating and focusing on them and actually focus on other suspects in the case. I will tell you, I absolutely believe that every piece of evidence should be DNA tested. The best district attorneys in the state of California, they will not only turn over all evidence in a case, but they will actually test evidence to make sure that the defendant has done what they're accusing them of doing. What's interesting in Scott Peterson is we have a lot of evidence that hasn't been tested. There was duct tape found on Laci Peterson's body. Test it. See if there's any other DNA evidence there. The court has ruled that they will test that particular evidence. So I think that would be great to either exonerate or add different suspects to the Laci Peterson murder. The other issue, there was a burned out van with a mattress found in there. Why are we not testing that? I believe, especially in a death penalty case and a life case, test the evidence. It will either exonerate the person or guess what? It will stop everyone from questioning whether they did it or not. That's today's episode of Legal Lounge. Please tell me what you think about it. Everyone has an opinion. Everyone has a gut feeling. But I rest on this. Test evidence and close the chapter. Bye, everyone.